Okay, guys, I promised my new revamp on my channel I'd just do some more interesting subjects than just a bit of royal news, and this pretty much fits the bill. It was very interesting. I'll show you. This morning I was just looking at some footage, or this afternoon, and I came across this clip when I was doing some editing, and I thought, oh wow, they're interviewing Ivanka Trump. I'm a big fan of Ivanka. She's gorgeous, but then I started watching it, and it wasn't Ivanka Trump at all, because when I played the clip,
represented groups in corporate America, and inclusion and diversity.
and I was like, hang on a minute, that sounds like a dude. So that got me looking around who this girl is, and so I'll show you the what I've come up with here. Let's get this guy on here. First, I'll get my Safari window up, and we'll have a look at what I discovered, because I've never heard of this girl. Her name's Sophia Hutchins, and so I did a bit of a Google search there, and I put I was going to put is Sophia Hutchins a transgender, and it just came up with, is Sophia Hutchins a dude? That was one of the first autofills that came in, so I thought, oh, that'll do. We'll do that one. Is Sophia Hutchins a dude? And lo and behold, we've got the images here, and Sophia used to be a guy. So transgender. So there's Sophia there. Nope. Now I'm going to swap sides again. Here we go. Pardon my pun. Was no pun intended. Swap sides. No. Yeah, there we go. So there's Sophia as a young dude, so to speak. And it gets more interesting than this. Apparently, Sophia is engaged to Bruce Jenner, or formerly Bruce Jenner, now Caitlyn Jenner. So here we go. Caitlyn Jenner's fans may know Sophia Hutchins as the Olympian's stunning, much younger girlfriend. But before the 21-year-old blonde started shacking up with the 68-year-old former reality star, she was Scott Hutchins. I'm just blown away here, Scott Hutchins. So basically, we've got Bruce Jenner transitioning to Caitlyn, and probably around the same time we've got his I get confused here what to call it's hers, his fiance, her fiance, Caitlyn's fiance. I guess we're going to stay in the present here. It's Caitlyn, so it's a her. Her fiance was transitioning from a he to a she, going from Scott Hutchins to Sophia Hutchins. So this is all rather interesting, and you just can't make this stuff up. This is just full on, and so because when Caitlyn was transitioning, they all thought it was a publicity stunt, didn't they? All the keeping up the Kardashians, they thought, oh, here we go, it's just a big publicity stunt. But no, it was true, and so here we go. So this was back in, what date was this? I'm pretty sure they're still together, and even more amazing than that is that they're going to where are we? They're going to have a baby apparently. Let's have a look. We'll just get to another screen, and we'll put come on guys. We'll put Sophia. Whoops. We'll put Caitlyn Jenner baby plans. So I'm just blown away by this. This is just full on. Oh, here we go. Now she's shutting down, claims she wants to have a baby. So in August. Well, I was of the impression they were going to have a baby together, but it looks like they're shutting it down now. So metro.co.uk. Caitlyn Jenner shuts down foolish claims she wants to have a surrogate baby with Sophia Hutchins. I didn't even know they were together. This is news to me. Did not even know who Sophia Hutchins was until I saw it this morning. But actually, I think it was yesterday. I've just started editing it tonight. I'm just blown. I'm speechless. I'm speechless. Like even a South Park script, you couldn't even figure this one out, think this one up, and this is just, I don't know. Maybe I'm just old. I'm old, man. I just can't keep up with this stuff. So now we'll probably have to have a different. We'll have to have a different category of. We'll have men that are attracted to transgenders. We have transgenders that are attracted to the same sex they used to be, but they're not gay. Then we'll probably have to have transgenders that are attracted to other transgenders. I'm just. These are permutations. They should do this in maths class. I reckon the kids will be really interested in this. It's called permutations. The permutations here are endless. As we get a new category, we have an exponential increase in terms that we have to use now, because you can't pigeonhole. You've got to get the correct term, don't you? So otherwise, we'll get offended. So there we go. So Caitlyn's now 69, and she's dating Sophia, formerly Scott. And that's a bit of coincidence. We got a Scott, formerly Scott, like Scott Disick, and now Sophia is a woman, and she's named Sophia Hutchins, and she's 23. So there we go. So there'll be a new term for that too. Not only are they transgender, but she's attracted to much younger transgenders. So Caitlyn's like a cougar transgender. The cougar transgender will be some sort of Kajuda transgender. I don't know. Just think of a name, guys. Write your comments below. Think of a name for Caitlyn Jenner, who's attracted to much younger transgender. So, but let's have a look at this interview. We'll have a look at this interview because she's quite an interesting young woman. Whoops, here we go. Hang on. We'll just get back here. Got too many windows open here. That's cool. We'll get there. And we'll put it over to the preview window, and we'll get back my VLC player, and we can start going from there. Here we go. Now we're getting somewhere. All right, let's play it. Let's have a look. What this is? Caitlyn Jenner's fiance.
Well, activist, Instagram star, CEO and pal of the Kardashian clan. They're all credits on Sophia Hutchins' impressive resume. At just 23 years of age, the business leader has built a fierce reputation as one of the world's youngest entrepreneurial minds, paving the way for inclusivity in the corporate sector.
Doesn't she look like Ivanka though? When I was flicking through, I thought, man, that's Ivanka. Wow, they've got Ivanka on the morning show.
After serving alongside Caitlyn Jenner as the CEO of her foundation, the young beauty developed a strong bond with the transgender rights activist, being welcomed with open arms by reality TV's royal family.
But behind the multi-million-dollar success and the glitz and glamour, Sophia's reminding us all that age is no barrier in business. And Sophia Hutchins joins us now live from New York. Welcome to the show, Sophia.
Thank you for having me. So good to be with you.
Yeah, well, most 23-year-olds are still living at home or at college. You've achieved so much. Where did this drive to succeed come from?
Well, you know, for me, I grew up with my grandparents, and I saw that they sacrificed so much for me to give me the best life that they could give me. And I saw that there was so much value placed on giving me that drive that they came that they were raised with. And so for me, I was really lucky to find my passion at a really young age. And I think so many people take years sometimes to find that passion. And I was so lucky, and I'm so blessed to be in a position where I found that passion, and I've been able to marry it with my work. And for me, that's been the most exciting thing I think I could possibly do.
Yeah, reading your story, it's all happening for you now. You're about to launch Lumasol. Now, it's been described as the future of health and technology. Why have you decided to enter the beauty game?
Gosh, I think, you know, originally I was thinking of going down the more traditional finance, investment banking route. In college, I studied economics and finance, and that was where my passion was. And, you know, ultimately, I decided that there was this massively unaddressed public health epidemic, skin cancer. Every year in the United States, there are 4 times more skin cancer cases than all other cancer cases combined. And so for me, I saw this massive problem that I had the power to address by gaining the support of investors across the United States. And I've been super excited to be on this journey to fight skin cancer with my new product that's coming to market in early 2020. And it's something that I've become so passionate about, and I'm so excited to share with the world.
Yeah, skin cancer, a huge issue here in Australia, of course. You secured $3 million in seed funding to make this dream a reality. As a young woman, is it hard to be taken seriously in the corporate world, or are times changing?
You know, that's an interesting question. When I first went out to...
Oh, actually, that was quite interesting. So her product is a post-makeup skin sunscreen mist. So you put it on after your makeup. You'd sort of think that the makeup would be a sunscreen. I don't know. I don't wear makeup. Girls, inform me below. What am I missing here? I thought all makeup was SPF factor of like 30 or 50 or something.
As a young woman, is it hard to be taken seriously in the corporate world, or are times changing?
You know, that's an interesting question. When I first went out to raise capital for this venture, all I had was an idea. I would say I had a pretty well-developed idea, but going out and pitching an idea is a pretty scary thing, especially when there were all these preconceived notions of who I was and what I was doing through the tabloid media. And so overcoming that, I would say, was a struggle, but I did overcome that successfully. And the way I did that was I surrounded myself with people that mentored me through business, that believed in my idea, and ultimately my investors that wrote those big checks did believe, and they saw past all of that. And so for me, you know, initially that was a struggle, but I think we got over the biggest hurdle, which was reestablishing my identity in the public sphere and showing that I can launch a company and put myself around really powerful people to make that happen.
So before Lumasol, you worked with your friend Caitlyn Jenner as CEO of her foundation. This was a massive achievement for someone so young.
Yeah, I served as CEO, and my time there was wonderful. I think, you know, my strong suit there was raising millions of dollars from outside sources. One thing that I've proven to be really good at in my professional capacity is to raise money. But not just raise money, but uplift others and sell really powerful ideas. And so at the foundation, a lot of the work transferred over because you're overseeing a lot of people, you're supervising people, you're making sure tasks are being completed on time. And so being the CEO of a private company that's for profit, obviously, but also, you know, fighting for a good cause, for me was marrying the two, and I'm really happy to be in that position today. And I think I learned a lot from being the CEO over there and moving into the CEO of a more private company.
Can we just talk about the work that the Caitlyn Jenner Foundation does? I mean, it's very important work, and how important is it to you know, people working hard to promote equality?
So a lot of my time, I don't work with the Caitlyn Jenner Foundation anymore. I left in November just because I had to focus solely on my business. But I can speak to the work that I did there, which was some of the most powerful, rewarding work because you saw how far every dollar would go to affect people's lives. And so now in corporate America, I see a massive obligation of mine to be uplifting young entrepreneurs, bringing forward messages of underrepresented groups in corporate America. And inclusion and diversity is a huge tenet of the way I run my company. So when I'm looking to hire people, not only am I looking for the best talent, I'm looking for the most unique experiences, the most unique upbringings, the most unique backgrounds, because I think there's so much added value in that. I saw that and I learned that and witnessed that firsthand at the foundation. And so I'm really glad that I spent my time there working, developing a network, and learning so much about people and running organizations.
You've come so far. It's an incredible story in the last decade. What do you think your 13-year-old self would make of your life now, 2019?
Oh my God, my 13-year-old self was failing Religion 101. So I think my 13-year-old self would be really happy that I found my niche, my passion. And like I alluded to in the beginning, you know, it takes years for people to find their passions. And in some cases, they find it quickly. And I'm just so happy that I found my passion quickly. And most importantly, I think that I have this platform where I can make a difference in other people's lives, not just through my product, which will fight skin cancer and hopefully put, you know, a halt to this epidemic, or at least be a part of that. But I think I can impact a lot of people, young people especially, and be a voice that motivates them to go out, start their business, believe in their passion, don't give up. That hard work will pay off. And when you have the passion, everything eventually comes together.
Wow, Sophia, you have got it all going on. It's so great to chat to you. Congratulations on everything you're achieving with the new business, and good luck with it.
Oh, thank you both so much.
Well, here we go. So what do you guys think? I'm still blown away. I'm still blown away that the Ivanka Trump lookalike is transgender. There'll probably be some memes about this somewhere, but I won't be hunting them down. But it's very, very interesting. I just can't get over. I just cannot get over the transformation. Let's have a look at the gallery here. So here we go. Let's go back to the preview window here. Get my Safari up. So I just cannot. I cannot get over it. The transition is like amazing. So let's see now, and the before and after pictures from a dude. And so how old was he there? So Hutchins, who identified as a male until announcing his transition to classmates in December 2016. So he must have transitioned very, very recently. That's only 3 years ago, or less than 3 years ago. So he's going from that to Sophia. That's just crazy. That's just blown my mind, man. I'm just so cool. So let's have a look. What else we got here? So that's him, her, husband, and I just don't know how to use the right terms. Her, I guess it's her. That's her with Caitlyn. But the thing is, even the Kardashians were getting confused. I remember when Bruce first transitioned, and she used to, well, she. See, how do you do this? If you're talking about Bruce in the past, you say he. Oh man. So Caitlyn, used to call like Kim and Chloe and Courtney and everyone, and they used to call him Bruce because all they'd hear was the voice. So it used to confuse the hell out of them too. And so what's this? Here we go. So that's Sophia Hutchins there. There's Sophia and Caitlyn there. Now, this is just blown my mind. I can't even think straight. This is just really blown my mind here. There we go. Oh, man. What else can we add to this? What else can we talk about? Actually, it's interesting how they talk about equality. One of my favorite YouTubers, a guy called Jordan Peterson. He always argues with these progressive types about equality of opportunity versus equality of outcome. And Jordan, and I tend to agree with him, he argues that equality of opportunity, no brainer. Everyone should have the opportunity if they want to become a fireman or engineer or whatever, if they're a female and they want to do get into male-dominated industries. That's fine, but equality of outcome is just impossible. Especially like, say if you're saying this, so you've got to have quotas. You've got to basically have quotas and everything. It's like, because if you had like a person coming into a workplace and going, hang on a minute, Okay, you got some African Americans there. You got some Mexicans. You got some Asians. Oh, hang on, I'll get my video back up. You got some Asians. You've got some Europeans. You got some Eskimos. Oh, we're doing well. It's like, oh, hang on a minute. Then you've got to look in the gender. So if you've split it by a race or country there, and you've got to split it by gender, then you've got to split it by height, because you don't want to be discriminated against people that are short of stature, and then you've got to discriminate it by weight, because you don't want you want a walrus to be able to get a job just as easily as a Miranda Kerr supermodel. And then you could just split it up to the individual level, so you will never get an equality of outcome, because then they'll go, oh, hang on again, where's the guys in the wheelchair? You didn't hire one of those. Where's the guy? It's just nuts. So I tend to agree with that. Equality of opportunity, beautiful. Everyone should be able to do what they want. And the interesting thing was, when he was looking at countries like in Scandinavia that had like total equality of opportunity, they actually found that the groups would actually naturally just merge into their stereotypical roles. Like there'd still be a predominance of female nurses and still be a predominance of male engineers, because what he's saying is there are differences in agendas, and like to be an engineer, you've got to be focused on things, and guys tend to be focused on things and technology and that sort of stuff, and females tend to be focused on interpersonal relationships, and they tend to get into jobs like nursing and that sort of thing, that it's a lot of person-to-person contact. So his conclusion was, we're just wasting our time, basically. just let it go. To forget about this equality of opportunity, equality of outcomes, because it will never happen. It's just a pipe dream of having this amazingly diverse workplace, because people naturally form their own preferences, and that's fine. That's fine. If females want to predominantly go into like nursing, for example, then that's fine. You don't sort of push that. We see an inequality here of the outcome, that there's 95% women there and there's only 5% men, or in engineering there's 95% men, 95% women. We need to address this. It's like, this is what naturally occurs when you give people choice and no restrictions, is they'll gravitate to their like gender type roles. And one of the progressives said, "Oh, no, I'm going to raise my daughter to in such a way that she'll become an engineer." It's like, well, they found that doesn't actually occur. It's great in theory that they think it's like a cultural thing, but in practice, it still occurs. I think it's because the male-female brain is completely different. There's more connections between the left and right hemispheres in the female brain than the male brain, and that sort of thing. So, and amongst other things, it's vastly different the way men and women think and feel. So, we sort of think that we're the same, but we're not. That's why that book was written, Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus, because it's absolutely correct, and that's what the social sciences, the psychologists and so forth are finding, and that's why we're never going to get equality of outcome. So anyway, this video is running way too long, so I'll get going, but these are the sort of things I like talking about, because I've got a bit of a psychology background at university and a science background as well. I'm quite diverse. Diverse in my knowledge, so I want to talk about a lot of things like this, a bit of theology as well, and religion, that sort of thing as well, and cosmology, astronomy, everything. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you soon, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the like and bell button so you get notifications of when my next video comes out. See you soon. Cheers.